Right, another player who impressed us is Rico Lewis. If you don't know who Rico Lewis is, he's an 18-year-old. I mean, we're going to call him a right back because this is primarily what he is. Mm-hmm. From the City Academy, who has now played in the last 3 games, including the Carabao Cup game against Liverpool, which was obviously a huge game, where he did really well as an inverted fullback, as an inverted right back, and same again away at Leeds. You made your debut when you were really young at City, albeit in a different context.
It's different City,
But still, you know how hard it is to do that. And it's probably even harder to be able, at that age, to already kind of master, master might be a little bit strong, but do you know what I mean? Understand
how to do it,
a role that is very difficult to play in.
Yeah. So firstly, just for stats, so Michael Richards is the youngest, then I'm second youngest, and then it's Rico Lewis.
Oh, okay, I'm glad.
I stuck myself into the chat somehow. Sorry guys, that's in the Premier League because I did make my debut at 17, but we don't need to get to that. We don't need to get to that. But what I would say here, and this is something that is in existence at most major clubs, the identity of the football club is whereby the fullbacks can come inside in theory. So that's what they do throughout the academy. So there are players who are coming through now, whether they're 10 years of age, 20 years of age, who've been trained to do that and understand the why.
Yeah.
So when they go into the first team, they're not being asked to do anything really that is a million miles away from what they've been taught from before. But still, the way that he does it is exemplary. You know, as I say, he's 18 years old and he can always get better and stuff, but he's linking play really well. Most of his decisions were really good. Yeah. There are a few minor mistakes, but you can put that down to the fact he's 18. But he's going in there and he's setting up Man City's play. And if you think about who's around him, he's got England international in John Stones, who's playing in the ball. You've got a Kanji Swiss international, Ake Dutch international, playing alongside a Spanish international, and he's getting the ball and being tasked with linking the play to Kevin De Bruyne, Belgian international, Ilkay Gundogan and Erling Haaland. And they all trust him because he puts himself in the right places and makes the right decisions. For me, it's truly like, it slips under the radar yesterday in the broadcast because they just think, it's just City and they're trying to focus on bigger, brighter things. But somebody that can do that, and in that game against Leeds, it'd be very easy to be overawed because if Leeds come and press, it's very easy to make a weak decision and just play the ball longer. But he showed the character to be able to get the ball down, move it. Defensively, he was good as well.
I agree.
And when a manager like Pep Guardiola is comfortable enough to play you and leave Cancelo and Walker on the bench, you know, you got to give yourself a pat on the back. But Pep said, you deserve to be in there because you played so well the game before.
So what I was amazed with, and I might be slightly wrong here, so cut me slightly, but I saw him in the Champions League at right back, maybe Copenhagen home or something like that, or maybe another one. But he was not as inverted as he was against Liverpool. So what I like, and from what I see from the outside, not having the insight that you have, is like maybe Pep thought, okay, we're teaching you this, and as everything that you teach a kid or an adult, whatever, it takes a bit of time for you to get ready. Mm-hmm. So you almost play as a normal fullback earlier in the season, as a normal right back in the Champions League, which are the tough games, is not no doubt. And then finally you're ready, and Pep said, okay, now you're ready to play like exactly we want you to play. Show us against Liverpool. And I think if you're an 18-year-old kid, to have had that kind of confidence, okay, I start you, but just play like as a normal right back. Yeah. Now you've showed us enough at training and in friendlies and all of that you can play more like we want you to play as an inverted right back. Go and show us, and you do it. I'm like, wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's very, very impressive. And I think one thing I would say about Pep and that City side is that you can get an idea of how they're going to play based on the people they have on the field. So it's unlikely that if Cancelo and Rico Lewis were playing, that Cancelo wouldn't be the one who maybe comes inside that bit more, and he can get himself higher. And it also depends on the wingers. Say if Phil Foden maybe he'll come inside more so Rico Lewis can get higher. Yeah. It's about those sort of combinations and the balance that they have. Yeah. But, he's class. Like, this is very, very good. He's 18 years of age. He could be playing for the under-3s development team for the next 5 years, But instead, he's playing in the Premier League. He's played in the Champions League. He's played in the EFL Cup, and he'll probably play in the FA Cup next week as well. Yeah. And I just hope that he continues to improve and get better, because for as good as Kyle Walker is, he's 31, 32.
Yeah, exactly.
You hope that you can bring in academy players who can come in and maintain the momentum that the club already has. And I think to be giving him a taste now, and for him to not look like he's 18 years of age, and to have coaches like Pep Guardiola picking you instead of these other people, and to be playing well, to have scored in the Champions League.
He must be feeling pretty good this morning.
He's the king of Manchester right now.
Yeah,
he's the absolute king of Manchester. I've been there once before, but never like this. But he's the king for sure.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.